Welcome in to Toyota Postgame Live. The Kings fall to the Detroit Pistons, 139 to 116. Burr, that looks freezing cold. We started the show today.
Awful.
Yeah, it looks freezing. Morgan Ragan, Deuce Mason, started the show this morning, 11:30 pregame show, and it's 2:40 now. It's almost bedtime, it feels like, right? That fourth quarter just went on and on and on. And it was tough to see, though, Deuce, because we knew it was over.
Yeah, I mean, you allow 78 points in the first half. Then in the third quarter, you get outscored 35 to 28. The defense has just been awful. They've lost 5 in a row now, and during that span, allowing 126 points per game. You're just not going to be able to be in games. And like even tonight, it's like you have 19 turnovers that turned into 28 points. That's just a killer. And bad offense leads to bad defense for a team that's already not good defensively. And so it's too much to overcome. And you knew the Pistons were to come out ready. Like they had a disappointing loss at home to the Rockets. But 139 points.
There's so much bad. There was so much bad to this game where it seemed promising to start, where it was competitive.
Yeah, it was tied at 35 after one.
Yeah. And I don't know. I felt different about this team, especially the way they competed against Cleveland. I was like, all right, even if you're going to lose, can we see some competitive losses in this stretch? Like you mentioned, 5 straight losses now for the Sacramento Kings. And we will touch on some of the good things that did happen with some individuals in this game. But I want to start with what you're kind of saying with the defense alone and the sloppiness by the Kings, because you mentioned the turnovers, 19 of those that led to 28 points for the Pistons. But then even getting back in transition, or even being where they're going into an early offense, but you're still having a different type of effort and knowledge and focus that, all right, this is how we got to hit if we have these cross matches. It just wasn't there ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's some of the same things we've been talking about. You know, if you miss a layup at the rim, okay, and you fall to the ground, you don't chill on the ground, okay, you get up because the other team's going to have an advantage. And we've seen that too many times where the transition defense is just not good enough for Sacramento. And all of a sudden, the other team has a numbers advantage. And any team you watch in the NBA today, they are going to push. So the last thing I want to see is guys jogging back. Then you talk about something we've hit on a lot this year. The Kings switch sometimes. And for some lineups, it makes sense. When some of the young guys are out there, it can be switchable. You know, if you have Dennis out there with Keon and Neek, and you've got like Cardwell, okay, it makes sense. But there's some lineups with these vets, I don't like it because these guys do not switch well. And there were so many times in this game today where there was miscommunication on switches. The physicality wasn't there. Going under on screens. It's some of the same things we see over and over again. And it's just not acceptable. And a lot of this is coming from your veteran group. So for me, with where you're at, this is some of the stuff we've been saying forever now. I want to see the group that's going to be doing the right things, even if they lose. But if they're going about it the right way, I'm for it. And you saw in the second half a lot of the bench play.
Yeah, and you talk about the switching. It's like they're just conceding to it. They're not even trying to navigate, fight through it. They're just going switch. And even with their switches, they're not building a wall. They're not able to keep the offensive players out from penetrating and doing what they want to do. And I'm so with you with everything that Doug has said this season. Like, I'm going to play the guys that want to play the right way. We've seen moments from the veterans and everyone else playing the right way, but you mostly see it not work together. Actually, almost all season long, you've seen it not work together. And then you see these other units come in and there's guys fighting for these minutes and they're playing the right way. It's not even just an effort thing or anything. It's more just like they have a different approach to how they're going about their minutes and wanting to fight through something or wanting to do something.
They're also just more athletic, some of the young guys, right? They just move better on the perimeter. They're younger. I mean, these are all things that we talk about. So, you know, tonight, Doug Christie went away from that group. Like, Westbrook got pulled early, did not come back into the game. He sat the vets a lot in the second half. And to be honest, I was glad to see it. Like, this is where we're at in the season. I want to see some of these younger guys get more of an opportunity to go out there and fight through things and to go through things.
Well, and it seemed like everyone had a tough time when it came to Cade Cunningham. Ooh. This guy is unbelievable, and he's our Xfinity Play Smart player of the game. Cade Cunningham, he finished with 29 points, Deuce, but it was so efficient in his minutes. He played 30 minutes in this game. He's 3 of 5 from three-point land, 11 assists, finding his teammates, 5 rebounds. It just felt like no matter who you were shoving on him, you couldn't slow him down.
I think you see this with some of the players that are some of the best in the league, and I put Cade Cunningham in that category now. The game is slowed down. He plays it at his pace. We see it a lot with SGA as well. And Cade just gets to his spots. And it doesn't matter who's on him, right? And whether it's a bigger guy, anybody on the perimeter, you throw a double at him, more times than not, he's making the right play. And I think the other evolution of his game is defensively, he's doing some nice things too.
Yeah, no, and that was his 23rd double-double. It's third most this season, right behind Jalen Johnson and Cat. So, I mean, he's doing some great things. And like you said, on both ends of the floor as well, just utilizing his size and knowing what he needs to do out there. I thought the way the Pistons started the game too, I was a little disappointed. I was like, this team's supposed to be something else.
Yeah.
Like, why are they coming out so flat? Well, they ended up just taking away. Cade started going off, being so much more efficient, and they really took off in that third quarter. And this is hot out of the gate, most first half points allowed per game this season.
You notice a theme there? The top 3 teams, top 4 teams are awful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is.
Man.
You got to be able to guard in this league. And, you know, we talked about this at halftime. You look at the last few games, it's been brutal for Sacramento. Second chance points tonight definitely hurt them. In this game, Detroit dominated that category, plus 10.
Ooh.
But we talked about the points given up at the half. 3 of the last 4 games. Against Miami, Sacramento gave up 77. Against Cleveland, they gave up 68. And tonight in the first half to the Pistons, they give up 78. So that's 74 points a game.
And look, if you're going to do that, then you go, all right, what adjustments are we going to make at the half and figure it out? It feels like even in these third quarters, especially today, there was no answer. They didn't come out with a different pep in the step, a different physicality. They just allowed it to get worse in that third. And
well, the Pistons are also one of the best teams in the NBA. That's part of it, too. But, yeah, some of the mistakes that were happening in that third quarter are just mistakes that can't happen. And that's why you go, all right, if you're not doing the job, go sit down. You know, I was watching this game in the fourth quarter going, all right, is he going to put the vets back in? Because we have seen that in the past where Doug will end up going back and putting Russ, Sabonis, DeMar back in the game. He did not do that in this one.
No.
I think that was the right move.
It was. And hopefully, you know, we can keep seeing that shift with this team, especially with where this team is at and where they need to go. There's some chippiness toward the end of this game that helped make this game almost a 3-hour game. Right here, you see Holland and Keon get all caught up. It was nice to see Keon out there as well. And Neat comes over just getting to help his guy. Keon takes a little shove, but wait, I love this. And the Oscar goes to...
It's definitely a push, right?
Yeah, for sure. Wait.
Watch this, hold.
You know Keon...
Oh, come on. He sold that like he was a WWE wrestler. He took a bump here.
I love it. Wait, again, and Keon goes, I didn't do it. Oh, Holland didn't. Oh.
The extra jump back is
wonderful.
Insane.
It's beautiful. It's art. It's cinema. That's what it is. Keon Ellis making sure that Holland was going to.
I think I might put Keon on first team all flopper.
What? No.
Oh, yes. I love Keon. But he flops a lot. He sells contact.
He does, but he's seen, okay, if other guys can
Morgan, I can reenact it. Here.
Okay.
This is what happened. Go ahead, touch me.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
This goes.
Well, you just did it. Wasn't that big of a
Make sure your mic's okay. It's on the ground. No, it's on the ground. Yeah. Oh, tee me up and throw me out a post-game show. Yeah. Okay, here I go. Kick me out, producer Nick. You did do that really well.
I mean, that was pretty much what happened. If we didn't have the highlight, like, oh, I get it.
You have to remember, though, that this is a strategy for guys too when they're trying to do an extra cell. Right there, he was just practicing his cell there. Good job, Keon. I love it. I love it. Doug Christie already spoke after the game. Let's hear from him.
Doug, I'll start by what happened there at the end of the fourth with the altercation. Like, what was your view of that? What did you see happen, and what was the explanation?
You know, it ain't a lot of explanation. It's more like, you know, we got to be physical. Looked like he pushed him. They saying flop, but I mean, there's a lot there. So we'll get there.
When you say we'll get there, what do you mean?
I mean, we'll get to the point where we dishing out what we need to dish out. You understand? So we're building and get us while we're here.
Where'd you think you guys kind of let this one get away? It was pretty tight early.
It was really a lack of physicality. I mean, we got to keep people in front of us. We got to grab, hold, and control. I mean, we know that we can do it. There has to be a level of physicality that is, and you know, you hear me say the word. It's a standard. It's what we do, and that level of physicality, in my opinion, wasn't there. And that's where the game started to get away from us. And we have to not only match the physicality of the opponent, but exceed it, in my opinion. And, you know, that can be uncomfortable. And it can be uncomfortable for not only yourself, but it can be uncomfortable for them, because when you're that physical with somebody, it's going to cause a reaction, and you got to be about that life. So, like I said, but we'll get there.
Oh, man, Doug does not sound happy with the physicality. When we come back, we'll look ahead and talk a little bit more about this one, too. That's all next.